Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Shaukat and I have been working as a software engineer with SAP Labs India. SAP is a technology company that focuses on innovations and technologies with the purpose to help the world run better and improve people's life. In this video tutorial, we are going to learn what is SAP Cloud Application Programming Model, why we need it, what are the features and benefits. Before I start the presentation, here is the disclaimer. The information in this presentation is proprietary to SAP and may not be disclosed without the permission of SAP. Before I start what is SAP Cloud Application Programming Model, I would like to share what is motivation behind this new programming model, why we need this. In this new era, a lot of things are getting changed, businesses are disrupted, new solutions are needed. In this new era, every software is delivered as a software as a service. It's nothing but SaaS. Now, what customer expects? Every customer expects high quality, robust products which can scale up without significantly changing the design, architecture, and development practices. Whenever any company develops any product, we should they should develop a high quality product, robust product with valuable features with less or without any technical depth. Despite using the agile and scrum, there are a lot of email threads going on, will be going on to take the go or no go decisions to deliver the software due to technical depths or maybe delay of software due to rework. Generally technical debt arises when an engineer's standards does not meet company standards, or when or maybe engineers don't know what is the best practice. In some cases software fails when we don't follow the good process, or if there is any platform does not complement the development. Nowadays customers are interested in code qualities like automatic scaling, usage monitoring, application monitoring, logging, auditing, 12 factor applications patterns, microservice principles, test automation, DevOps, service to service communication, multi cloud applications or cloud native application. Customers would like would like to have their application uh, which they can deploy or they can run on hybrid cloud environment, which enables combination of superior security and cost saving at the same time. Here you can see what is this 12 factor application patterns. So this is a new methodology to develop the application, kind of a robust and scalable applications using this new methodology. um, when it comes to the a cloud, it provides a lot of freedom, lot of freedom to the developers. With the new technology stack, new programming languages, developers can do whatever they want to build applications. Now question arises, uh, uh, I'm like customers asked, now you tell me how should we do it, what are the recommendations, what are the best practices, are there any golden path of best practices? SAP Cloud Application Programming Model answers addresses all these questions. I would like to go to the official documentation about the CAP. What is official definition of the CAP? SAP Cloud Application Programming Model is a framework of languages, libraries, and tools for building enterprise-grade services and applications, and it guides developers a golden path of best practices with lot of out-of-box solutions to recurring tasks. Now cloud application program model is generally available. Daniel is a CPO and lead architect of this cloud application program model. In short, we will call CAP. Now we have seen what is the motivation, what are the problems we have, what is the definition of the CAP. Let's try to understand what is CAP. See, as we read, a CAP is a framework plus tools, languages, and libraries, some from SAP, some from open source. We will see what are those libraries, tools, extension. I will try to explain uh, all this in this session. This is just another visualization of the CAP. I can say, CAP is a umbrella term which provides a lot of as I said, libraries, packages, frameworks to develop the enterprise applications or services. Okay, this is about, you understand now what is CAP. I mean, like, as I said, right, what are those tools? For example, like CAP provides MTA tools, CDS tools. We will come to what is CDS. Or Fury application tools, or I know here SAP is trying, new environment with complementing existing Java or Node.js environments. We would like to plug in this environment into the existing environments. As I said, right, CAP also provides extensions in the editors like Visual Studio. This screenshot I took, when I installed SAP Cloud Application Tools for the Eclipse. This is for the Visual Studio Code. Now we see, what are the tools. We will also see why we need this CAP. As we read, right, we to develop the enterprise ready services, uh, REST APIs or OData protocol, or to extend the S4 HANA, or to develop the Fury applications, we are going to use, CAP. So with this CAP, we can rapidly and efficiently build enterprise services, business applications in a full stack development approach. Yeah, here is the key term here is full stack development approach. As a full stack developers, they should aware of front end, back end, all the things what is going on into the software, whatever the required to develop and to deploy, test, run application. Full stack developers should have the potential, so we can develop we can resolve the problems with this new programming model, with the full stack development approach. We will see, how to develop the applications with the demo. By default, we can develop the applications with the like Fury as a front end, OData as a back end, and SAP S4 HANA, sorry, SAP HANA as a database. So we understand, right, why we need CAP. Like, for example, if we are going to develop the Fury application using the CAP, uh, CAP inherit the Fury advantages. Like, for example, when we develop any Fury applications, uh, Fury applications are, they can we develop once, but they adapt to many devices. For example, it will appear on what you call mobile or tablet, or desktop. Similarly, Fury applications uh, are responsive. There are a lot of advantages. Okay, now next thing is, yeah, CAP does not depend on any tool. I mean, like, to develop any application, web application or any service using this CAP, you don't need any special tool, because it's just command line interface. With the command line interface, also with the notepad, you can develop the application. But if you use our SAP business application studio, which comes with the pre-configured what you call development environment, you no need to install anything. We will see what is this new business application studio. It is nothing but new web id. Similarly, you can also develop the application using the Visual Studio Code or Eclipse. So CAP is one of the design principles of the CAP is it is open and opinionated. I mean, it means uh, ID agnostic. Developers can choose their favorite editors. Just to reiterate, yeah, we can develop the applications, web applications, or services, any of their favorite IDs. So coming back to the front end, CAP, I'm like UI technologies again agnostic. I mean, like, it means out of box CAP supports SAP Fiori, but you can use whatever your favorite front end technology, like, for example, v.js, or you can also use SAP UFI. If you are going to use SAP Fury elements with the declarative approach only, you can develop what you called a Fury application without writing a lot of SAP UFI code or custom code. Yeah, as we now we understand, it is ID agnostic, UI technology agnostic, I mean like front end agnostic. Similarly, a database agnostic, I mean like cap supports same code, I mean like what we will see, the declarative approach what we are going to write. We can develop the deploy the application with the same code without changing just in little configuration on S4, SAP HANA or SQLite or MongoDB or in-memory database. So few things are in progress. You can see the roadmap of Capare. Yeah, as we said, we can use CAP to develop the enterprise services, right? I mean, like we know one of the great or major protocol is OData. I mean, like the new version is OData V4. It is a new way of developing the REST APIs. Most of the you people are already aware of the OData. If you are not aware, you can learn about OData here. I will add these links to the YouTube description. Yeah, OData is OASIS standard that defines the best practice for building and consuming RESTful APIs. OData helps you to focus on your business logic. Okay, I mean like you can learn here. Like most of the people already aware of how to develop the OData services with using the existing technologies like Apache, Olingo, or different frameworks are there already in the market. Yeah, so by using the what you call with this cap, you can develop the auditor services or GraphQL or REST APIs without writing a lot of code. We will see, that magic in the demo. Yeah, see, generally there will be a lot of frameworks, right? I mean, like now you can understand, okay, why we need, to the best of my knowledge, I just prepared one comparison uh, chart with the classic way of doing developing the application with the new with the new approach like this cap and fury 3. If you are going to use the cap plus fury elements, what is the difference? For example, okay, whenever we develop any web application, generally front end developer has to write, they have to design the form, they have to design the controls, implement filter bar, UI code to read, create, update, delete. Again, unit testing. Similarly, if the Java team are they have to write and they have to design the database. They have to write the they can use JPA, what you called Spring JPA or anything, and they can write. They have to write the what you call REST APIs to for the create, read, update, delete. See, these are the these many steps they have to perform for this task. But if you use the front end what you call fury elements plus cap, they just have to write the what you call CDS. Only one step is required. Just model the database. You just focus on your problem. You just focus on your domain problem. You don't need to worry about low level technologies or repeated tasks. This framework will out of box provide the CAD operations for you along with the query operations. All the OData operations you can achieve without writing any code. Okay, this is just comparison chart to the best of my knowledge. Yeah, now interesting part here is how. See, for any application contains what you call front end, back end, and what you call services, right? So if you see this part, this color highlighted color, you can write. You just need to write the CDS. CDS is nothing but core data services. It with this CDS, I mean like this is a syntax. With this syntax, you can create the entities. Entity is nothing but the one table, what you call in the database. It will translate, this cap framework will translate this entity to the table, and it will provide out of box CAD operations. We can also what you call, we can create the service definitions. See, we just need to write this declarative approach kind of code only. Nothing, you don't need to write any Java code or Node.js code, a lot of code to for this OData operations or REST API, CAD operations or query operations. The depends on your application requirement. Custom code will be very less. Most of the things will be taken care by standard what you call out of box features. Y- yeah, it does not mean that you I mean, like, if you have any business logic, you can write with your own favorite programming language, either with the Java or Node.js. That we can see. Next slide. Okay, coming back to the compare feature matrix and roadmap, what is generally available. You can go to this link. So here, if you go to I'll just scroll up a little bit. Okay, uh, just I think in presentation mode I can copy the URL. I'll just add to the right. So this is a official Kepler documentation. You can go through the features overview, what is already available, what is in progress. uh, yeah, so here you can, they start with the command and interface commands. We will use these commands or wizards to create the projects. Yeah, there are two approaches: either use the UI wizards, just next next next, it will generate the project, or you can use this CDS commands. So I mean, like, intelligent support or syntax support, it will give. uh, and these are the what you call out of box features, like automation, like validation, paging, sorting, everything it will be taken care. Media types, authentication, basic authentication. So what is already supported, what is in progress, they have clearly mentioned. It is subject to change. What are the enterprise features are already available? Authorization, with the simple annotations you can achieve authorization and other things, localization or auditing. Yeah, as we discussed, right, it is protocol agnostic. Currently they recommend OData v4, Kappa recommend OData v4. Yeah, we can also try with OData v2 or other protocols. A lot of things are going to come here. Yeah, and yeah, in addition to this, I mean, like, we can CAP also supports enterprise messaging or message queue, service to service communication. So here they have mentioned what is data, what are the different databases supports. So what are the front end supports, platform, you can like platform features like multi-tenancy, all those things we will see. Okay, let's yeah, as we discussed, right, authentication, authorizations with the declarative approach, localization, audit logging. uh, these are the enterprise features. And generic features, like automatically it serves the what you call, as we discussed, create, read, update, delete query operations. No need to write any code. It will also handle media types, OData ETAG support. It will out of box serve the Fury UIs without writing code, with just little Fury element annotations. Support different databases like SAP HANA, SQLite, and yeah, different API formats, OData v2, OData v4. Yeah, protocol supports REST, OData v2. And in addition to that, it this is very interesting, right? I mean, like, CAP supports multi-tenancy. We can deploy same application on different infrastructures like Cloud Foundry, Docker, or Kimo or Kubernetes. Yeah. Okay. Now let me what you call, switch to the okay, presentation mode. No, these are the what you called benefits for the developers. As we will see in the demo. I mean, like, it will Capire will improve the productivity by speed up the development process, minimize the boilerplate code. You don't need to write a lot of code to develop the applications or services. It is very easy. It simplifies entire your development. You no need to worry about like, okay, to deploy application on a HANA database or cloud, what should I do? This framework will provide easy configuration for you. Yeah, like for example, we can easily scale the application without changing the entire code or design. Out of box, as we said, it provides a lot of best practices for security. Obviously, I mean, like, when we have a very less code, definitely the code churn also will be very less. Ideally, in projects, if we have more code churn, it will increase our what you call release date. As we said, I mean, like, developers can develop the applications using the full stack approach of front end, back end, or database. You don't need to hire, or you don't need to learn so many different technologies to develop front end, back end, and database. Okay, these are the developer advantages for the developer. Now coming back to the what you call benefits for the management or scrum masters, product owners. When the when we have very less code or what you call a development speed up the which if framework speed up the development, definitely it will have very less gyras, right? When we have very less gyra, obviously we will have shorter development cycles to deliver the what you call product, more velocity from the team. Forecasting will be very easy to scale, vertically or horizontally. It will as a best practices, golden path of best practices, we will have very minimal technical depth. Developers can follow some golden path of best practices. Yeah, ultimately, here we can develop the applications which reduces the time to market your application. For the customers, a well-designed code easily scale application without what you call changing the entire architecture. Robust what you call very quality product, it can be, we can develop using this Kepler technology. So just it is different what you call visualization of value propositions. You can just, as we said, it uh, developers no need to worry about the background, how what this framework is doing. Complexity also abstracted here. Ultimately, our productivity will be improved by speed up the development process. Okay, let's see the demo now. We are going to demonstrate one what you call live application, which is developed using the cap plus node.js, or same code, I mean, like, I will also show using the cap plus what you called Java. Yeah, yeah, coming back to the this shopping cart application for the books. So this is the home page of the shopping cart application, which contains three tiles: browse books, manage books, and manage orders. uh, yeah, this entire application developed using the cap and the front end as a Fury, what called Fury elements. This is a Fury application. Now I will click on this browse books. Yeah, so this is the Fury, and out of box, Fury supports all this, yeah, with the Fury elements. I'll just click on the by default filter here. I mean, like, you can see here, the list of books in the table, the dashboard. I can go and see the what you called book details here. Yeah, here book description, price, and currencies. Let me go back to the what you called manage orders. We can see, how many orders what you called this application contains. It contains currently already two orders. Users can create the what you call orders also. Here we have called given the UID for the order ID. You can change it, no problem. I'll just create an order, remember this time to see, and details, currency, we can select currency. Okay, order items, books. This is just, sample UI. I mean, like, you can change the UI according to the what you called your requirement. Just to demonstrate the Fury elements and capabilities, we are demonstrating this application. Just give some you can select list of books. I need this book. Okay, we can also search the books, what to call with the filters here. Quantity, I need 2 books. So automatically, draft enabled. So I'm like, it will change the. So I've added 1 book to the order. Now if I go back to the what you called dashboard, I can see here what you called one book has been added. I can also add 1 more book, just to demonstrate the application capabilities. I'll select emotional intelligence. So here you can see 2 books. I can also delete the order. So this is got disappeared. No, this is just overview of this what you called shopping cart application for the books. Now let's see how it has been implemented. So as we said, right, I mean, like, as I said, uh, the first thing is what you called we just need to write the entities using the CDS syntax. This is what we have written here. You can see one entity called books. You can also see here, this is kind of inheritance. Uh, we will explain I will try to explain about this code in other demos. I just wanted to demonstrate quickly how it has been developed. Yeah, we have written what to call CDS entities. Yeah, and so this is a front end. This is a database. Yeah, now same application. I mean, like, as we said, right, either we can develop application either using the Eclipse or by using the what you called Visual Studio code editor. So this is a Visual Studio code. Yeah, so I mean, like, this is what you call a Visual Studio code, where we have in the same GitHub repository you can find a lot of samples. So this is a bookshop application which contains this kind of project structure. App will contain the front end elements, DB contains the database artifacts. You just need to write the CDS entities, and SRV contains the services to expose these artifacts as a services. For example, I mean, like, admin will have admin service contains the REST API contains 2 entities exposed as a 2 REST endpoints. Similarly, to called catalog service, I mean, like, user can they don't need all the details of the book. So I mean, like, we are just excluding few properties. uh, Here we can also write the custom code, on submitting the order, what should happen, or what you call, if the stack uh, uh, greater than 111, just apply some discounts. So you can write some custom code also on top of an entity. We can see this in upcoming demos in details. Just here I'm going to give the overview, what kind of syntax is, what is the code you have to write. Now, yeah, as we said, right, you can develop the applications either by using the Eclipse, Visual Studio, or like SQLite DB means the SQLite, the file-based database, or in-memory database. You can also use deploy the same code on a HANA. The most interesting thing is, okay, if you use this SAP Business Application Studio IDE, what you call, you no need to set up the development environment. No need to install a lot of like Node.js or Java, anything. I mean, like this SDKs, by default, it will come with the predefined what you call development environment for you to develop, deploy, test applications. Um, let's start with one what you call project in the SAP Business Application Studio. What you call, you can develop the applications either by using the what you call from the uh, from the wizards, or you can also what you call, you can also use the git commands. Here I'm going to select the this is the wizard they have given. I mean, like, you just click here, next. I'll just add one shopping cart, or uh, just one example name, and what is the database and what are the features you want for this project. Select the HANA and MTA samples also, you can just select. So once just given the project name, select the features, it will ask to open in the new workspace, or to the same workspace, just like in Eclipse we have workspace, right? Similarly, this workspace, this is a present project explorer, open in new explorer. So I just created one hello world kind of application using the wizard. So if you see here, this project structure contains app folder, DB folder, SRE folder. In the DB folder, you will write what you call models. In this we will see. I mean, like, the sample contains only one table, like one entity with the three properties: ID, title, and stock. And we are going to what you called expose one of this service, I'm like entity as a service rest endpoint. This is other step. You can also add here new file and write whatever, I mean, like the service definitions here. We will see in next upcoming demos. To run this project, what you have to do is you just go to the terminal, and yeah, so we are in shopping cart folder. Make sure that you are at the same project. You can use various CDS commands. I will walk you through about various CDS commands in next tutorial. I will just execute CDS watch. Okay, before running this project, we need to install the dependencies, right? Since it is a cat node.js runtime project, you need to install dependencies by using this npm install or npmi, anything you can use. What it will do is it will install node dependencies, node modules. um, it will create the node module folder. It will install all the dependencies here. Yeah, you can see here, right, all the node modules. So here you can see here all the as we discussed, SAP cap provides libraries, tools. Tools are nothing but in this web ID you can see a lot of tools or extensions. Similarly, these are the packages. uh, okay, it install all the required dependencies. Now I will just click here CDS watch. So what it is doing is it is serving our services. You can just read it is connecting to the in-memory database, and it is successfully serving the catalog services. So by default, all the Node.js Application opens on the 4004 port. See here, I mean, like, first thing is you can see the metadata. It is nothing but OData metadata of your entities, about the properties, and their data types. This is nothing but, I'm like, OData without writing any code. I mean, like, if you use Apache Olingo, you have to write, EDM processor, right? You know to do this. This will take care. The framework will take care. And this catalog is nothing but how many services we exposed. So we have exposed only what you call books. Now we have this is a books entity. You can see here two records, two books, right? From where it is coming? It is coming from the, so in the cap, you can define, or you can enter the data, what do you call, from the CSV file. Will learn about how to enter the local data for our testing. For example, this is a CSV file. Data. What I will do is I will just copy one more called book title here, just any data. I mean, like, I will, so this is the title. I will just enter here, start say 1000. Okay, so as I said, CDS watch, it will automatically monitor and the changes, and it will what you call, without redeploying her, it will serve our service. I will just refresh it. You can see third record here. The service is providing what you call, the get operation, list of books. As we said, right, audit cap provides out of box card operation. We can see those things in what you call next what you call tutorials. Now coming back to the presentation. So we just saw the live demo. Yeah, so in next videos we will see how to set up the development environment using the SAP Business Application Studio. It is what you call next generation of SAP Web ID. You just need one browser, nothing else you need, to develop the any kind of application using this our new Web ID. You can also develop, as we said, right, develop the applications or services using the Visual Studio Code. I will go through, I will show you how to set up the local development environment, similarly for the Eclipse. Yeah, so these are various learning sources. You can learn about more about CAP from this official documentation. They also have the samples, and there is one OpenSAP course. You can go through the our SAP community blogs, or you can also go through our what called YouTube channels. I will add those links to this YouTube description. Yeah, so yeah, if I mean, like, if you have any doubts, or if you found if you would like to raise any incident, so you can create the what to call tickets using SAP support portal if you are SAP customer here. Yeah, you can also follow Twitter. There is a learning journey. I will share all these links in the YouTube description. Yeah, that's it. Thank you. If you like this video, please click on the like button and subscribe my channel.